Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
How is the weather there? Is it raining?
Yes, ma'am.
Very cold, no? Even if it is not raining, I think definitely it will be cloudy there. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Okay. Anyways, let's begin with our today's session. We were learning about different methods of food preservation in the previous class. Which were the different methods that we discussed? Can you just list out? Avnida, one method, just name it.
Chemical method.
Chemical method, then
Preservation by sugar.
preservation by sugar,
Preservation by salt.
preservation by salt and vinegar. Oh, sorry, preservation by salt, then preservation by oil and vinegar, then
Heating and cooling.
heat and cold treatment. Under heat and cold treatment, we learned about keeping the food inside the refrigerator to preserve or to protect it from getting spoiled, and also pasteurization. Who can define what is pasteurization? Yes, Diya.
Pasteurized milk can be
Pasteurization.
Pasteurization is the method in which milk is heated on about 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and then suddenly chilled and stored.
Yes. Someone else is also attending class there, Diya? From
Yes,
somewhere I
ma'am.
can. Your sister? Your brother. Where he's studying? School?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can hear the voice. Yes. So that is meant by pasteurization. Very good. Now, one more method is remaining. And you know that food items are available in cans also. Certain food items, we get it in cans where it's very airtight. It won't get spoiled. What are the products that we get in airtight cans or containers? Nuts.
Tuna fish.
Tuna fish, like even not only tuna, even chickpeas, so many other items you get it in cans. Even meat, fish products, we get it in cans. Apart from that, we also get different types of dry fruits also in cans. So since these are airtight, that will prevent the microbes from infecting these food items, and you can preserve it for a long time. Okay, so we'll see the last method. Storage and packing. Dry fruits and even vegetables are sold in sealed and airtight packets to prevent the attack of microbes. So as somebody said, not only dry fruits and vegetables, even fish, meat, then all those products can also be are also available in cans, small cans. You might have seen in supermarkets and all. You get like it will be preserved in some what to say, some medium, and then you can use it for preparing different dishes. Even chickpeas you get like that, tuna fish, even meat, sardine. So different products you get like that. Okay, and commonly you have seen in airtight packets as well as cans, different dry fruits are available. Okay, not only in cans, even in airtight packets, you can get all these products. And since it is airtight, microbes cannot enter, and the products will remain preserved for a longer time. So with that, we have completed the methods of food preservation, and one more topic is remaining. With that, we'll be completing the chapter. And you know, children, there are different nutrients in the soil as well as in the air, and these nutrients keep cycling between the soil and the atmosphere. Have you heard about biogeochemical cycles? No. Haven't heard? Cycling of nutrients between living and non-living. Bio indicates living, geo non-living, earth. Okay, so the cycling of different nutrients between living and non-living components you call as biogeochemical cycles, or nutrient cycling also you can say. And you need to learn about the presently in 8th standard, you need to learn only about the cycling of nitrogen. But in 9th standard, you will learn about water cycle, then carbon cycle. So different cycles you need to learn in class 9. But now we are going to learn only about nitrogen cycle. And you know, nitrogen gas is plenty in the atmosphere. Almost 78% of the atmosphere is made up of nitrogen. But plants or animals cannot use this nitrogen. And at the same time, nitrogen is very, very important for us. Without nitrogen, we will not be able to survive. It is important for the formation of proteins, even plants. So if they need to plants and animals, nitrogen is very important, and it is an important constituent of proteins, then nucleic acids, DNA, RNA, etc. So it's very, very important, but we cannot get it from the atmosphere. Plants as well as animals can absorb only from the soil in the soluble form. It has to mix with water, then only we can absorb it. Plants will absorb, and by feeding on plants, we also get a share of these nitrogen compounds. And how can plants absorb it from the soil? They need it in the soluble form in the soil. And as I told, 70% of the atmosphere is made up of nitrogen. But plants cannot absorb this nitrogen in the gaseous form. For them, it has to be converted to nitrogen compounds. So we need some agents to carry out this for plants. We have learned about this in this chapter and also in the previous chapter. How nitrogen, we call the process as fixing of nitrogen, means converting nitrogen into nitrogen compounds. You can call it as nitrogen fixing. Can you tell me how does it happen? Industrially, nitrogen fixation will take place for different purposes. That is different. Other than that, naturally how it happens. There are two natural methods of fixing nitrogen. Anybody?
Rhizobium bacteria.
Rhizobium bacteria, or in general, you can say nitrogen fixing bacteria like blue-green algae, rhizobium, they can fix nitrogen. They can trap the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into soluble compounds of nitrogen. So they will add it to the soil. From the soil, along with water, plants can absorb. And once plants have absorbed it, they will store it in its different body parts. And we get a share of it once we feed on these plants. So we are going to learn about nitrogen cycle. Actually, nitrogen cycle is a very detailed process involving several steps: ammonification, nitrogen fixation, ammonification, nitrification, denitrification. So you are not going to learn all these in detail. Next year you will learn. Presently, you need to know very briefly about nitrogen cycle. 78% of the atmosphere is made up of nitrogen gas. Nitrogen is very essential constituent of proteins. Proteins cannot be formed without nitrogen. Chlorophyll. Plants cannot prepare food in the absence of chlorophyll. And nitrogen is an important constituent of chlorophyll. Nucleic acids. Nucleic acids means, have you heard about DNA, children? Chromosomes, DNA. Have you heard?
Yes.
Okay, it's a genetic material in our body. It is a genetic material in our body. You'll be learning this year about the cell and the parts of the cell. So nucleic acids, then different vitamins, etc., found in living organisms are made up of nitrogen. Nitrogen is inevitable. It's very important for the plants and animals to survive. The nitrogen in the atmosphere will get converted to nitrogen compounds by nitrogen fixing bacteria like rhizobium and blue-green algae. This is atmospheric nitrogen. 78% is atmospheric nitrogen, but plants cannot use it. It has to reach, it has to be converted to nitrogen compounds, and it should reach the soil. Only then plants can absorb. And how is it possible? This is brought about by nitrogen fixing bacteria like blue-green algae and rhizobium. They will fix atmospheric nitrogen. They will help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen. First, nitrites will be formed. Then another group of bacteria will convert it into nitrates. Nitrite to nitrate, NO2, NO3. You don't have to go into details of that. But with the help of these bacteria, these nitrogen compounds reach the soil. And there is one more method, children, by means of which nitrogen fixation takes place naturally. Lightning. You know, when lightning happens, the temperature becomes very high. The temperature will get increased during lightning. So much of electrical energy is released, temperature increases. And when this happens, the nitrogen molecules in the atmosphere will split and they will form nitrogen atoms. Molecules means like N2, nitrogen molecule, just N, nitrogen atom. So nitrogen molecules will split and these nitrogen atoms can combine with oxygen to form nitrogen compounds. I'll repeat once again. There are two ways by means of which nitrogen can be fixed. One is by means of nitrogen fixing bacteria like Rhizobium and blue-green algae. Another natural method is by lightning. When lightning takes place, the temperature becomes so high and this high temperature will split the nitrogen molecule into atoms and these atoms will combine with oxygen and they will form nitrogen compounds which will reach the soil along with the rain. And these are the two natural methods by means of which nitrogen gets fixed in the soil. Okay, is that clear first part? Now, the nitrogen compounds, once nitrogen compounds have reached the soil. So here, children, even though it is not mentioned in the textbook, here a series of steps are there. Ammonification, nitrification and all. So that all that we will learn in higher classes. But for the time being, you should know that atmospheric nitrogen will be converted into nitrogen compounds with the help of bacteria and also by means of lightning. And once these compounds have reached the soil, from there, who will absorb it, children? Who will absorb?
Plants.
Yes, plants will take it from the soil. Once plants have taken it, when we feed on the plants, we too will get a share. Okay, so this nitrogen compounds, first it will reach plants. And from plants, it will reach human beings. Not only human beings, all the other animals who feed on plants. Because nitrogen is very, very important for our existence. Without that, we cannot survive. Then, we are not immortal. We will die after some time. Okay? All living things will die. So, once we die, our body will get mixed up with the soil. Not only that, the excreta, what we excrete out, that also contain nitrogen compounds like urea, ammonia, etc. So those nitrogenous waste, as well as when plants and animals die, all these are going back to the soil. That again will add to the nitrogen compounds in the soil. I hope you're following. Once again, I will say, you can see how it is going in the form of a cycle. From the atmospheric or from the atmosphere, nitrogen will get fixed by lightning and bacteria to the soil. And this will be taken up by plants. From plants, animals will take. But through their excreta and after their death, this will again reach the soil. And from the soil, again, new plants will take up. And this keeps on getting repeated. Now, you might be thinking, if this keeps on going, finally, the 78% in the atmosphere will keep on getting reduced. As and when the nitrogen present in the atmosphere is converted to nitrogen compounds, the 78% can go down. But that will not happen because we have yet another group of bacteria. You call it as denitrifying bacteria. We call it denitrifying bacteria. What is their role? They will convert some nitrogen compounds, not the whole thing. A few nitrogen compounds will be converted back to gaseous nitrogen. Why it is necessary? to keep the level constant. Otherwise, as and when the atmospheric nitrogen is getting converted to nitrogen compounds, the amount of nitrogen in the atmosphere will keep on reducing. But that should not happen. Always that 78% should be maintained constant. So to compensate it, to maintain this level constant, from the nitrogen compounds present in the soil, some percent will get converted to free atmospheric nitrogen with the help of another group of bacteria. They are not nitrogen fixing bacteria. Another set of bacteria, you call it as denitrifying bacteria. And then what happens? With their help, the nitrogen will go back to the atmosphere. So its level is kept constant. Again, it will be used up. It will reach the soil, and the denitrifying bacteria will bring a small amount back to the atmosphere again. And this keeps on getting repeated. And you call it as cycling of nitrogen. Okay. Same points, I'll repeat again. Nitrogen compounds in the soil are used by the plants, and they will use this nitrogen for making proteins and other compounds. And animals, when they feed on plants, they too get these proteins and compounds. When plants and animals die, bacteria and fungi, you know that they will decompose. With the help of decomposers, the nitrogenous waste will again get converted to nitrogen compounds and reach the soil again. From there, plants will again use. It's certain other bacteria. Some bacteria, they will convert nitrogen compounds back into the atmosphere, or they will convert nitrogen compounds into nitrogen gas, which will reach the atmosphere. And this is very important to maintain the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere constant. Have you got it? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to repeat all the points again? Quick recap. Once I finish, it will be your turn to say the points. Okay, we are going to learn everything once again. We started with the nitrogen cycle. 78% of the atmosphere is made up of nitrogen gas. And this level is always kept constant. And this atmospheric nitrogen cannot be used by plants or animals because they can utilize nitrogen only in the compound form. The gaseous form cannot be utilized by them. And this will be brought about by, or the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds will be brought about by nitrogen fixing bacteria like Rhizobium bacteria and blue-green algae. Even lightning can fix nitrogen. When lightning happens, high temperature is released that will facilitate, or the temperature of the atmosphere will be increased, that will facilitate the formation of nitrogen compounds. Once these nitrogen compounds reach the soil, this can be utilized by the plants. Plants will absorb it and they will prepare proteins and other compounds with it. And animals feed on them, they too get these proteins and other compounds. But both plants and animals, they will die, and upon their death, decomposers will act on their body and the nitrogen compounds will be released back to the soil. Not only after their death, even the excreta of living things contain nitrogenous waste. And this, by means of this excreta also, the nitrogenous compounds are reaching back to the soil. And a group of bacteria known as denitrifying bacteria will convert a small amount of nitrogen compounds back into nitrogen so that the 78% of nitrogen in the atmosphere, or that percentage, can be maintained constant. And that is about nitrogen cycle or the cycling of nitrogen. So here you saw how it is getting recycled between living and non-living components. It is coming to the soil from plants and animals. From the soil, it is going back to the plants. From the atmosphere, it is coming back to the soil. So you can find how it is getting cycled. So with that, who is speaking? Just mute your microphone. With that, we have completed the cycling of nitrogen. Any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Yes.
Ma'am, will the nitrogen compound get reduced?
No, this is a cycle. No, even if some nitrogen compounds are being, see, in the soil there is no fixed percentage. The fixed percentage is in the atmosphere. So nitrogen compounds, even if it is converted, a small amount, as I told, it is getting converted back to the atmosphere by denitrifying bacteria. But again and again, by means of excreta and the death of plants and animals, these are released back to the soil. And we have nitrogen fixing bacteria to replenish it again. Yes.
Ma'am, as other nutrients and all plants and animals uses these compounds for their own benefit, then it will reduce, right?
Just a minute. 1 minute. You have to repeat the question again.
Nitrogen for their own benefit. Then they will use it for their benefit itself, right? Then won't it get reduced?
From the soil, it is getting reduced, you're saying?
Ma'am, these plants, when it is consuming nitrogen from the soil, they should have some use, right?
They have use. You are asking what is the use?
Ma'am, that use, because of that use, nitrogen will get reduced, right? Even after that.
In their body.
Yes, ma'am.
See, we suppose in case of plants, as and when they are getting utilized, they are absorbing more and more from the soil. It is not that once you provide them the nitrogen, it is getting depleted. More and more will be added to the soil. And we have learned in the previous chapter, if these nitrogen compounds are getting utilized completely by the plants, either we will add fertilizers or we will grow leguminous plants. So they need it. Continuous supply is needed. And in the case of human beings, we need it for synthesizing proteins. Then it's an important constituent of our genetic material also. So once it is, see, we are keeping on feeding, no? Like means through the food we are getting it. These nitrogen compounds, we feed on plants, and with the help of that, we are getting it. We are getting, we are having a source of nitrogen compounds, we utilize it, and then more and more we take. As and when it is being used up, we take it more and more. Okay, Kiran, that was your doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
It is clear, no? Even, see, in the soil, nitrogen compounds will get depleted. What he said is correct. As and when the plants are utilizing it, there the level will go down. But again, with the help of lightning, nitrogen fixing bacteria and all, it will replenish. Again, plants will utilize. And in our case means we feed on plants. So we are getting a share of it. We will use it for our building up of these proteins, nucleic acids, etc. Again, as and when we require it, we are continuously feeding on. No, we don't stop eating. So through the diet or through the food, we are getting these nitrogen compounds which are essential for us. Similarly, plants need it for synthesizing, for the, chlorophyll. Important constituent of chlorophyll is nitrogen, and plants too need proteins. So they will utilize it from the soil. And once there is deficiency of these nitrogen compounds in the soil, the growth of the plants will be affected. Then we have to compensate for that, either in the form of some fertilizer or with the help of, we know natural methods like growing leguminous plants in a particular season, that the soil will get replenished with nitrogen. So continuous supply is needed. It should not stop. Throughout the life cycle, they need it. Yes. What else? Now we can quickly recap. Children, just 5 minutes we have. I want everyone to turn the videos on. 1 more month only we will meet like this. After that, just like our 9th and 11th, 9 to 12, they are coming regularly to the school. No? So just like that, you're going to join from Jan. Don't hide yourself. Okay. Whether you hide or not, I will definitely ask questions. Dev, are you there? Just start nitrogen cycle. First point. Yes. What is the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere?
78%.
78%. And what is its significance, Advait? It's an important constituent of
Yes, sir.
nitrogen. Why plants and animals need nitrogen? It's an important constituent of what all compounds, what all substances? Advait.
Yes, sir.
Who can help him? Kiran?
Soil.
Yes. Not soil, Advait. Yes, Kiran. Proteins then. Proteins,
Chlorophyll,
chlorophyll,
Nucleic acids.
nucleic acids, etc. Advait, repeat it.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll,
Nucleic acid.
nucleic acids. P. Starting with P. Proteins. So nitrogen is an important constituent of all these compounds. Then after that, what did we learn? How nitrogen can be fixed? What are the two ways by means of nitrogen can be fixed, Neha? How can you fix nitrogen?
Lightning
Ah,
and nitrogen fixing bacteria.
bacteria. Okay. And what is next? Once nitrogen has been fixed in the soil, once nitrogen compounds have reached the soil, what is next, Avnida?
It is then used by the plants.
Then it will be taken by the plants. Plants will absorb it. And what do they do with that?
They make food.
Specify the nutrient, proteins and other compounds. Then Aryan, after that, now plants have prepared proteins and other compounds. What is next?
Animals
Ah,
feeding on plants will get these proteins and
yes,
other compounds.
very good. And now, what is next? Nihal, you have made it blurred. The video seems to be blurred. You thought that is safe? Dennis,
Yes, ma'am.
I'll come back to you, Nihal. Just listen to him. Yes, Nihal. Sorry, Dennis.
Yes, ma'am.
What is next?
Ma'am, after the series of bacteria will take
Yes. Once they
nitrogen
die,
compounds and turn it into nitrogen gas.
yes. Once these, not nitrogen gas, nitrogen compounds. Okay. Once they die, their body, the nitrogen waste, even their excreta as well as after their death, with the help of decomposers, these nitrogen compounds will be released back to the soil. Then what will happen if this process keeps on going in the atmospheric nitrogen? If this process, nitrogen is getting converted to nitrogen compounds in the form or throughout this process is happening. So what will happen to the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere? It will get
more or less
Reduced.
It can get reduced. Now, how this is maintained constant without getting reduced?
Bacteria change them back.
Which bacteria? I gave the name for that bacteria.
Denitrification.
Denitrifying bacteria. Okay. What is its role? Akash, what is the role of denitrifying bacteria? What do they do? Denitrifying bacteria.
Check the nutrient nitrogen
Compounds back into
into
what?
air.
Air, nitrogen gas. Okay,
Yeah.
nitrogen compounds will be converted back to nitrogen gas, and we call them as denitrifying bacteria that will maintain the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere constant. Okay, so revise the chapter and come next day. You will have a chapter test. Next week, you have just almost 1 week. We'll be meeting on next Monday. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
Next class, we prepared for the class test. Okay, based on this chapter, microorganisms, the whole chapter. Okay, I haven't decided whether it should be descriptive or multiple choice. Anyway, be prepared. So you have to prepare as if you're going to write a descriptive test. I might go for a descriptive test or an MCQ test. Okay, learn it well. You have 1 week. Don't wait till Sunday to learn it. Today itself you can start. And Avnida, you had asked me to send the slides. You had messaged me, no? You
Yes,
you just message me from which slide, from which topic I have to send. I'll forward. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, children.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.